Please create one audio and video of the best novel book from Shashi Tharoor.
Here's a summary of the great Indian novel by Shashi Tharoor.
The great Indian novel is a satirical and allegorical retelling of modern Indian history through the framework of the Mahabharata, the great Hindu epic.
Tharoor uses characters and events from Indian political history, especially the independence movement and early decades post-independence, by mapping them onto figures and episodes from the Mahabharata.
Let's dive into some key points.
The novel is divided into 18 books, mirroring the 18 books of the Mahabharata.
It is narrated in a metafictional style. Ved Vyas, a name echoing the epic's sage, recounts the story to his scribe Ganapati, giving it both a mythic and historical feel.
Now, let's talk about the allegorical characters.
Gangadatta represents Mahatma Gandhi, paralleling Bhishma.
Dhritarashtra is mapped to Jawaharlal Nehru. He's portrayed as blind, metaphorically, to Sampoliti.
Kal Dangers.
Priya Duryodhani represents Indira Gandhi, drawing a parallel to Duryodhana from the epic.
Karna symbolizes Muhammad Ali Jinnah, reflecting complex loyalties.
Pandu, another Mahabharata figure, refers to Subhas Chandra Bose, among others.
Moving on to the plot and themes.
The novel retells India's struggle for independence, partition, and key post-independence events, using the epic's dramatic structure.
The dice game from the Mahabharata becomes a metaphor for political power plays, especially relating to the emergency when democratic institutions were under threat.
Tharoor uses satire extensively to critique Indian politics, the flaws in leadership, and the moral compromises of power.
There's a strong postmodern design. The book questions historical narratives, blends myth and reality, and highlights how history is story-told.
One of the philosophical moments occurs when Yudhishthira, in his political avatar, reflects on justice and dharma, wondering whether
sticking to rigid moral principles actually helped India.
He states, "India is eternal. For too many generations now we have allowed ourselves to believe India had all the answers. Now I realize that we don't even know all the questions."
Now, let's discuss the tone and style.
The writing is witty and playful. Tharoor mixes political commentary with mythic grandeur and absurdity.
It's intertextual, referring to many other literary works, like Kipling and Forster, to deepen its satire.
The narrator, Ved Vyas, is self-aware and often comments on the nature of history and storytelling.
What's the message or interpretation of the novel?
Tharoor doesn't just mock, he also reveres the epic and what India's political history stands for.
The novel suggests that Indian history and mythology are deeply intertwined. By retelling modern political history as a myth, Tharoor invites readers to reconsider the moral and philosophical underpinnings of India's founding and governance.
He warns
about the fragility of democracy, showing how political ambition and betrayal can undermine ideals.
At the same time, he emphasizes that history is not absolute, it's narrated, constructed, and subjective.
Now, why is this novel important?
It's considered a classic satire in Indian English literature.
It cleverly uses a mythological framework to make sense of modern political events, making it both entertaining and thought-provoking.
It's also a critique. By aligning political figures with mythic characters, Tharoor forces readers to reflect on leadership, morality, and power.
The book encourages a deeper engagement with India's identity, not just as a political nation, but as a civilization shaped by stories, myth, and history.
If you like, I can also provide a detailed chapter-wise summary or an analysis of major characters.
Do you want that? If yes, please contact me or message me.
Thanks for listening. Please subscribe.